and requires tremendous focus. And Oscar got diverted in his focus doing the album. I thought it was dumb as hell.
But for Oscar, the decision was made. He went into the studio to record his album.
My producer was telling me, you gotta sing with more passion. How am I gonna sing with more passion?
So I said, I got an idea. Let me show you a video of this girl that I produced, Millie.
And I was like, my gosh, I was just like in awe. I was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, she's wonderful. There's something about her. She looks like an angel.
He like instantly fell in love with her in the video. He looked at me and says, you know, is there any possibility I can meet this girl? Because I am madly in love with her and I don't even know her.
They arranged a meeting and instantly fell in love.
It was like sending an angel from the sky. I said to myself, my mother had to send her.
When his album was released, the first single went to #1 on the Latin Billboard charts.
I said, Oscar, you're #1 on Billboard and you got a nomination for the Grammys. That's just gotta feel great. He was just like in heaven.
But the Bob Arum scheduled fight with Shane Mosley loomed. On June 17th, 2000, an unprepared Oscar stepped into the ring again.
And I said to myself, okay, my next fight, I'm gonna show that I'm a warrior. I'm gonna show that I'm a fighter. And it was a big mistake.
While Oscar looked for the quick knockout, Mosley adapted and began to challenge the aggressive fighter.
Oscar kept doing the same damn thing, round after round after round.
With memories of the Trinidad fight in his mind, Oscar went into the 12th round determined to take the fight to his opponent.
The 12th round of the fight was just plain Oscar.
I have to take him out before he takes me out. And I'm thinking that all the time.
Look at the guts on De La Hoya. Fantastic effort by
Oscar lost that round because he hadn't trained properly.
When the bell rang, the judges handed Oscar his second loss in less than a year.
I felt I lost. I just felt it because he was the better fighter that night. He beat me.
The Golden Boy had lost 2 fights within 9 months, and his next opponent would try to humiliate him.
Vargas feels that being Mexican is being this tough guy who is always angry.
The difference between one Mexican and the other one, let me just tell you like this, how you can tell the difference. This one has balls.
After suffering his first 2 professional losses within a year, Oscar De La Hoya retreated from boxing to reassess his priorities.
Boxing is a brutal sport. I mean, I sometimes ask myself, why am I still in boxing? What am I doing?
In October of 2001, Oscar married his girlfriend, singer Millie Corriher, in a private ceremony in Puerto Rico.
Millie's teaching me all about life. Millie's making me a better person, a better man.
And despite his career demands, he makes it a priority to help the community that nurtured his championship dreams. He created and funded the Oscar De La Hoya Youth Center at Resurrection Gym, and he honored his mother by building the Cecilia Gonzalez De La Hoya Cancer Center for Women. But while Oscar gained perspective on his life outside of boxing, a new foe wanted to take him down in the ring.
Fernando Vargas is obsessed with Oscar. Oscar's the pinnacle of the sport. So in order for him to become that next big champion, he has to beat Oscar.
To me personally, it's just another fight. To him, to Fernando Vargas, this is his life. He's been dreaming about me for the last 10 years.
The pre-fight hype took on a nasty tone, with Vargas accusing Oscar of not being Mexican enough.
We got the Ferocious Squad over here, and we got the Peter Pan Squad over here.
Vargas feels that being Mexican is being this tough guy who is always angry and is getting in trouble and doesn't care.
Vargas feels that being Mexican is to be a thug and a streetwise guy because Oscar behaves well and comports himself well in public. To say he's not Mexican is a slur on Mexicans.
From the opening bell, Oscar punished Vargas with a brutal combination of power and finesse. In the 11th round, the referee stopped the fight, and Oscar De La Hoya returned to the winner's circle. Oscar still hopes to retire before his 30th birthday, but before he does, he has some unfinished business to take care of.
I have to fight Shane Mosley. It's just something I have to do. I just have to get revenge before I retire.
Oscar's legacy is yet to be written. Beating Trinidad, beating Mosley, I think he can establish himself as one of the top fighters of this era.
After that, that's it. No más.
As Oscar looks to secure his legacy as a fighter, his challenge to create a personal legacy is just beginning.
I've paid attention to Oscar the fighter since I was 4 years old, trying to be this fighter that everybody wanted me to be. But when is it time for me? That's what I'm asking myself. So that's something I really, really have to work on, is the person. I lost all those years of trying to be a normal person, a caring person, a loving person. That's what I have to work on next.